Hello YouTube, Ryan Brookness here with another crypto video on cryptocurrency. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to get money in to BitConnect and how to get money out of BitConnect. There's been a lot of people who've asked a lot of questions through my email and on my YouTube channel and whatnot on how to get money in and out of BitConnect because it's a little bit confusing. So please be prepared to pause this video, rewind it, and go back because I'm going to show you this stuff. I'm going to show you how to get money in. I'm going to show you how to get money out, but it could be a little bit confusing. And we also might have to wait on some of these things, and I might have to speculate just because depending on how long the blockchain is taking right now to get money in and get money out, it could be a little bit problematic. So first thing I'm going to do is show you how to get money in to BitConnect. So you ready for that? So as you can see, I've got my Exodus wallet open here, and you can send money in from any wallet. You can send it in from Coinbase. You can send it in from, well, any wallet you have. I just happen to have $690 sitting in my Exodus wallet. So what I'm going to do for an example is I'm going to show you how to put the minimum in, which is, in this case, it's $100. And the reason I'm going to show you the minimum is because when you're moving money around in a cryptocurrency, every time you exchange or move money around, you can lose a little bit of the value because it costs money to actually push money from one wallet to another. Also, when the cryptocurrency is going up and down, if it takes some time, if it takes an hour, let's say, for the Exodus wallet to push the money into BitConnect, and in that hour, the value of the Bitcoin drops a bit, you have to make sure that there's enough in there to be able to cover your minimum. And so what I usually tell people to do is start and try to do at least 10% more than what you want in there. And so in that case, it would be $110, if that makes sense, that I'd like to transfer. But just in case, I'm going to make it $150 because on the lower dollar amounts, because of the exchange fees and how volatile BitConnect is, or the Bitcoin can be, plus or minus $50 is probably better off. So what I'm going to do is send money into BitConnect first. So how I do that is I'm going to log into my BitConnect account, and I have to look for my Bitcoin wallet. This is my Bitcoin wallet, and this right here is the section that says Receive Bitcoin, BTC. And so the process is we need to get the Bitcoin in, and then we're going to need to exchange that Bitcoin to BitConnect, which is called a BCC. So we're buying a different coin with that because you can only invest in BitConnect if you're using BitConnect coin, BCC. Does that make sense? So Bitcoin wallet, we need to put Bitcoin in the Bitcoin wallet and exchange that for Bitcoin or BitConnect coin. And then from there, we can lend that money to the BitConnect robot. But let's take first things first. Deposit, big green button right here. This is my receive address right here. So this is where I'm going to send the Bitcoin to. So I'm going to click on this. I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to say send. I'm going to put that address in here. Make sure it lines up. And it looks like it does. 12J, 12J, GYZT, GYZT. Amount to send, I'm going to put 150 in here, flip it to dollars. And so this is the amount of Bitcoin that I'm sending right now. There's a network fee of about $5, which is a little bit expensive right now, but it is what it is. I'm doing this for the sake of showing people how to do this. And normally I'd like to try to put bigger chunks in there because it makes that network fee and the cost to do all these exchanges more palatable. But in this case, for an example, I'm just going to show you what it looks like. So I'm going to hit the send button on this. I'm going to hit send again, and then in a matter of a couple seconds, out it goes with Exodus wallet, and you can see my total has dropped now. And now if I close this here, and if I refresh my screen, you should see that there it is. There's the incoming Bitcoin transaction. So now this can actually take some time, depending on the blockchain and whatnot, to actually compile. And so it needs to be confirmed. And so if I go into here and check this out on my Exodus wallet, here's the transaction ID. If I click on that, it's going to open actually in my other screen. So hold on one second. When that is done loading, I'll pull it down to my other screen, and we can see what that looks like. And so here is the confirmation Confidence is looking pretty high. The minor preference is pretty high. And so as soon as this reaches about one confirmation, which could be anywhere from 5 minutes to 5 hours, then that's when it'll show up in BitConnect here, up in this wallet up here at the top. So for now, it's kind of a waiting game. And what I'm going to do for the sake of the video is I'm going to pause the video while we wait for this to confirm. And once we get that first confirmation, I'm going to come back to you and I'm going to show you how to then move it from the Bitcoin wallet into the BitConnect wallet by doing an exchange. So I'll be right back with you. Hold on. Okay, everybody, we are back. Okay, that took approximately 15 minutes to get that first confirmation. And so you can see down here it says no incoming Bitcoin transactions found. And that is because it pushed it up into my Bitcoin wallet, which is the same thing down here. So you can see now I have 0.43799, and you can see this is about the same as what I sent here right there, 0.379958. 0.379958. Boom. It all showed up in there. That's good. Now, the fun part. We need to take this Bitcoin and turn it into BitConnect coin. And so the shortcut that I use, you can do it over here with BCC Exchange, but I'd just like to push this big blue button up here in the corner because it's just a handy way of visualizing what we're doing now. So I need to exchange it back and forth. So push the exchange button. And then they've got a bunch of fun stuff in here that shows estimated values and the graph and that kind of stuff. But where the action actually happens is about halfway down the page here. And so what I need to do is I need to buy BCC, BitConnect coin. And so I have this much in available balance. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on all, because what that's going to do is it's going to put all of my available balance in there because I want to convert all of my Bitcoin into BCC. And then right here, I'm going to click on last. And what that's going to do is it's going to put the bid amount of what I'm willing to pay for these BitConnect coins in here and just put it as the last value. And there are some tricks to this that I don't really understand. You can change the amount that you're willing to pay for those, but all I do is leave it on last. There's a slight transaction fee, ends up being about a fraction of a percent. But if you leave it on last, it can happen very, very quickly. And when you're buying BCC, you're buying it from another person on the BitConnect coin exchange that wants to exchange that for Bitcoin. So anyway, click on last here, and then hit this green button, and then you have to hit confirm. And what that's going to do is it's going to convert it over, and it says your request to buy blah 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 at a price of blah 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 is ready to go. And so now you can see, if you scroll down to the bottom here, my open orders. Sometimes this happens almost instantly. Other times it sticks down here and it takes a little bit of time, 5 or 10 or 15 minutes for somebody to be willing to buy your BCC for the price that you put it out there for, which all I do is I just put it as the last price every single time. So we'll go ahead and wait. I'm going to refresh this page one time. You can see, don't panic, but you can see that this wallet is emptied. Interestingly, it forgot about 18 Satoshis in there, but that's okay. I'm going to refresh this page. Sometimes that helps. And you can see it's been pulled out of my Bitcoin wallet and it has not been added to my BitConnect wallet. Don't panic. It's still down here in the transactions. Sometimes when I get impatient, you can actually cancel that request and then put it in again. So I'm going to do that just so you can see what that looks like. Buy request canceled. Now you can see it's back in the wallet again. And I'm going to go ahead and hit this button to use all of my Bitcoin in here, all. I'm going to use the last, and I'm going to hit buy BitConnect and hit confirm. And we're going to see, at this time, you can see it didn't even show up in my open orders because it happened instantly. And so now here we go. I've got 1.62 BitConnect coins in my BitConnect wallet. Once I have the money there, now I can go back to the dashboard. And here's the next part. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to take that BitConnect and you're going to lend it to the BitConnect robot to make investments every single day. That's this button here, Lend BitConnect. So you can see how much you're going to be making is based on this volatility. So right now, it looks like today was a pretty low day, 0.17. Tomorrow's a little better, but you can see that there have been some days that have been 1.61, 1.86 here. So these rates are actually better than even like control finance can get. And the trick to BitConnect that I'm learning is to start getting into larger lending amounts. In control finance, you'll get a higher percentage based on the total that you put in there. With BitConnect, it's on a per loan basis. So what we're about to do is create a $100 loan in this. And so you can see here, if I start putting $100 in here, you can see I need 1.085 in my BitConnect wallet to be able to pay for that. I have more than that. So the trick is this has to be done in $10 increments. So then you start going 110. All right, that's still less. So we start going 120, still less. And so let's go to 150. And 150, it does look like 6208, 62875. I can do 150, but if I try 160, that's too much. So do you see how that works? It's a little bit of monkeying around. You have to move this up and down and make sure this number is less than what's in your BitConnect wallet, because you can't spend more than what you have. But as much as you can get. But there will always be some leftover money in your BitConnect wallet, and don't worry too much about that, because when you're moving money back out, which I'll show you in a minute, you can scrape all that up and take it with you. So then I'm going to lock up this $150 for 299 days. So I'm going to hit this checkbox here. I'm going to say Pay from BitConnect wallet. I'm going to hit Confirm. And just like that, I've made a new loan that's going to start at 5:54 p.m. And every day at 5:54 p.m., this loan is going to be multiplied by the daily interest rate. And it's that money that I make off the daily interest rate is going to get pushed into the lending wallet, if that makes sense. So now that money is in here, you'll be able to see, if you go to transactions, for instance, and you go to the lending wallet, you'll be able to see all of your individual lends. So you can see where here's a $460 loan I made, here's a $190 loan, here's a $10 loan. And it multiplies it by that interest rate and then puts those pennies into the lending wallet. And then from there, in BitConnect, every single day you need to log in and reinvest that money. There's not automatic reinvest. So how you reinvest is right here. You click on this reinvest button, and you can see today so far I've only gotten $1.60 in accrued profit. And the trick to reinvesting is it has to be in $10 increments. So if it's less than $10, you can't do it. If it's more than $10, you can do, but less than 20, you can only do $10 at a time, if that makes sense. So this is where you'd put that loan amount in, and you'd say, I want a loan. You could do all like this, and then what it'll do is it's going to do 210, and there's going to be 650 left over because it can't. It's less than 220. And it's more than 210. So that 650 is going to be left in the wallet, and tomorrow's interest should push that back into another reinvestable amount. I'm not actually going to do a reinvest right now because I want to show you how to take money out of BitConnect. But the next step would be to click this reinvest button and then click on confirm, and it's going to tell you that it's going to lock that money up for another 299 days, depending on, or less if you are putting a larger amount in there. So I'm going to close out of this. And you can see I have $216.50 in my lending wallet. So now, how do I take money out of BitConnect? I'll show you how. Super easy. So this money that's in here, we need to just follow the arrows. We need to transfer it into BitConnect. So we're going to push this button here, and it's going to take it up here. And I'm going to say all of this and all of this. And you can see it's going to take all of that money and push it into BitConnect tokens, 2.33937970 worth of BCC coin. This doesn't cost anything. So when you're doing this transfer, it's free. That's great. So we're going to push that button. I'm going to hit confirm, and all of a sudden, I'm going to close this. That's now empty, and all that money is now here. Now, do you remember how we put money in? We're going to push it right back out the same way. So I'm going to hit this exchange button here, and I have to go back to the BCC exchange button and page, I should say. This is where we were buying it. Now I'm going to sell it. So I want to sell all of my BCC, and I want to exchange it for Bitcoin. So I'm going to, again, push the last button, and then I'm going to push this button right here to sell the BitConnect coin. I'm going to hit confirm, and then again, the waiting game is on. So if I scroll down here, you'll see if it hasn't been purchased yet. In this case, it happened instantly, and you can see now everything has been pushed over into Bitcoin. Now I can go to the Bitcoin wallet by either clicking here or clicking on the dashboard. And now back in that Bitcoin wallet, do you remember how we had some money in there? My Bitcoin wallet actually has some money in it, and I can send that money. See, here's the amount that's in the Bitcoin. I can send that money back out. So we're going to erase this part here, and I'm going to receive in here. This is the address I want to use. I'm going to put that into there, 1LY4 EP18, 1LY4 EP18. Confirm that. I always do that. The quantity, I'm going to push all. Okay. And then password, this is your password for BitConnect. And then the two-factor authentication, you're going to get that from your phone if you're using that, which I highly recommend using. All right, there that is. And then I'm going to hit that button, and it's going to just say, hey, check this out. Make sure, because once you push it out there, you can never get it back. So make sure that is the right address. I'm going to hit confirm because it is. And now, wait for it. Wait a little longer for it. There it goes. Now it says success, sent. So now if we look on here, 0000, everything is out of BitConnect. I'm going to close this, and you can see over here that I just received that $213 worth of Bitcoin into my wallet, just like that. So that was an example of money going into BitConnect, how to make a loan. I showed you how to reinvest, but I didn't actually do a reinvest. And then how to take money back out of BitConnect and put it back into your wallet. So there you go. If you have any more questions, feel free to put them in the comments. But please like, please comment, and please sure as hell subscribe to this journey with me as I show you how I'm using cryptocurrency and things like BitConnect to get out of debt. So that's it. Have a great night, everybody, and we'll talk to you soon. Ryan Berkness, out.